I'm bringing in energies that actually the royal family have kind of opened a can of worms here, I feel, which is, well, once you open a can of worms, you cannot put these worms back. And you know that saying, it's like difficult to get them back in because they're squirming all over the place. So so it's difficult to put this back, go back to and revert back to the past, you know. So so now I get the energies here that now the royal family have to deal with this. And I feel that the royal family feel that Meghan is good for the royal firm, in reasons being that they were quite impressed with her, the way she's very dynamic and confident. And I feel that the royals were impressed by this. And, you know, we should have somebody like this in the royal firm. Okay. And I just feel the overall feeling here was this is going to help modernize the royal family, you know. I think the overall kind of consensus there was, well, this lady, this Meghan, is certainly going to modernize the royal family. I just feel this being very uncomfortable for some members of the royal family, this change, you know, this change. And I feel that even the whole country can actually feel this change of this wanting to modernize. I mean, to Meghan and Harry, and Harry's a playful kind of boy, or he's also being anybody that's game for doing something. I feel that Harry waits for Meghan. Harry waits for Meghan to make a decision. And this is what I'm getting intuitively, okay. Harry waits for Meghan to make a decision, and then he will go with that decision, okay. It's a little bit like he feels that Meghan is very strong. She is a strong woman. She is very forward thinking. I feel that she's trying to sell this way of thinking to the royal family, which is very forward thinking and modern, okay. So I do feel that Meghan is trying to sell this change. And it's like somebody coming into a corporation with new ideas, and it's that kind of feeling I'm getting here. It's like a new kind of director walking into a firm and thinking, right, we're going to scrap everything here, and we're going to start from the bottom upwards. And this is the energies that I'm getting here with Meghan. She's entered this, and quite a force actually, because I get that the Prince Charles and the royal firm and the royal courts are because as well, because they're British, they've got that strong stiff upper lip, and you know, listen and take on board what people are saying, and are very diplomatic. Yeah. The royal family believe in diplomacy, and this strongly comes over. But this diplomacy, as to some kind of very kind of, can I say, ruthless person or ruthless business person, would be seen as a little bit of a weakness that, you know, okay, they are willing to negotiate, they are willing to change things around here. And I feel that actually I feel that Meghan is getting through to try to, you know, I do feel there's been words said here that, you know, I feel that Meghan can improve the monarchy and actually change the monarchy in terms of modernizing the monarchy, which I feel that they feel all along that this is a good positive thing. And I feel it is too. I actually feel bringing somebody in that's biracial and who is, you know, who is going to change the dynamics a bit here. But I don't just feel it's somebody coming into the royal family who is biracial. I feel that's acceptable, absolutely acceptable, okay. There's no racism here. I feel this is more to do with the rest of it, you know, the rest of it, the rest of this. It's nice that we have this modernism of you know, having somebody who has a multicultural background, but it's another thing that changing protocol here. Now, this has been, I feel that Meghan has tested the waters with this. She's dipped her toe in here. And this is very much trying to change, not just in terms of having, you know, multicultural people within the royal family, but actual changing of other dynamics. Yeah, which is I don't know how you feel, guys, about that, but I do get, and I'm not being anti-Meghan here at all. I can understand what Meghan is trying to do. I feel she doesn't like this kind of not able to kiss somebody in public, not able to hold your partner's hand, not show affection in public, and not walk around kind of barefooted with no you know, with no hosiery kind of thing. She finds that quite frumpy and quite old-fashioned, and I can see her point of view there in terms of Meghan, you know, because I get her very kind of, although she's quite free-spirited, well, Harry is quite free-spirited, or he'd like to feel that he's quite free-spirited, but I do feel that they're not able to be free-spirited. This is a point. They may feel as if they want to be free, and I feel this is the crux of this, that they actually want to feel free. Now, I can hear you saying, why are you bringing this up, Yvonne? Because this is nothing new. Well, it is new, because I do feel that Meghan is going to push here to actually change the rules. Change the rules. Now, this has partly caused this rift here between Meghan and Kate. That, you know, the media are saying there's no rift, or the royal family are saying there's no rift, but there is a rift because of this kind of wanting to change this rule book here. Meghan feels that Kate is frumpy and too quiet and too kind of demure. And I feel that she feels that Kate is quite a pushover because she behaves in this way. I also feel that Meghan also feels that other members of the royal family are a pushover because they act in a diplomatic kind of way. And she feels that, well, I get that Meghan actually, and this is what I'm getting here, Meghan feels like Kate is easy to push out of the way. That's what I'm getting here. And I don't want, and I know I'm going to get lots of trolls saying, and lots of people who are Meghan lovers here, but there is a problem here. of Meghan wanting to throw away this rule book of frumpiness, of being demure, being sitting in the background, standing in the background, being in the shadows. And I don't know if any of you actually saw that video that I did, True Colours, and that was back in the summertime. And I actually predicted this, okay, that this was going to happen. And this is starting to happen, and it's getting stronger now, okay, especially with this pregnancy. And Meghan has got more power. And I get that Harry waits for Meghan's decision, like a little bit like a frightened little boy. I feel this. He's behind her. I see this vision of Harry being behind Meghan and waiting, you know, like she is protecting him and waiting for the next decision from Meghan. Okay. Now, this kind of trying to tear up this rule book here, it's not going down too well, and it's insulting in a way. She's kind of, yeah, she has she, like I said, I've just said, she sees this demureness as a weakness. And I feel that at the bridesmaid fitting here of Charlotte, I feel that Meghan actually saw this, you know. And Meghan is this like director who has stepped into this new corporation. That's how she sees it. And I'm going to do a big shake up here. I'm going to shake this up, this royal family. And I feel this is her mindset. And she feels that she's strong enough to do this. I have to say that the dress fitting here and Charlotte, I mean, for somebody who's very controlling, like Meghan, and who is so kind of strong in that sense, goes to a dress fitting with somebody like Kate, who Kate is very demure, very quiet, very kind of old-fashioned and traditional. So off they go to this dress fitting. And I feel that Meghan thought to herself, well, this is where I start here, because there's no way that I am going to be like her, like this wet weekend, you know, like this wet lettuce, you know, wet lettuce. I'm not going to be like this wet lettuce, like this Kate. And I feel this is where she started to up the ante a little bit here. And kind of, I don't know why she thought like that. Maybe you can, maybe you want to put some comments there, okay. But I feel that's where it started. And she came down the aisle there with this very steely kind of controlled manner. And I feel this is the way that she wanted to proceed, okay, proceed. And here we have the royal family say, well, it's fantastic, you know, she's going to, I feel we're modernizing the monarchy and we're modernizing the firm here. And this is fabulous. But then this is going against protocol, which is another step against this rule book. And it's like breaking the rules to, it's like breaking down those rules to then kind of build them up again. And I feel this is where this separation came in, because I feel that Meghan was trying to, you know, project this new modernized idea onto Kate and the children and William, and it didn't go down too well, okay, because Kate is quite a quiet person, and Kate is would actually disagree with that, because she feels like, you know, it is her duty to actually be kind of humble and not of a voice in a way. So she is acting within within her role. Okay. Now I'm just going to pop my glasses on here. So I have got here, hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. I hope I get more people to join in here, because, you know, I come on live very sort of sparsely. So I'm doing this live so you can actually give your views here too. And as you can see, if you are here live, you can see that people have made some comments there already. So yeah, I feel somebody said there, Lorraine, thank you. How low will the standards drop here? And this is the point, okay? This is the whole point of having protocol. The whole point of having protocol is to be heads and shoulders against you know, the average person. And I'm not saying that is snobby, but this is, you know, this is so they gain this respect from the public. Now, if they're going to walk around in bare feet and flip flops and no, you know, and no hosiery and leggings, and just, although I think Kate does wear leggings, but, you know, that kind of just slouching around. I feel that Meghan thinks that she wants to be one of the people. And this kind of boring frumpiness is not one of the people, but the royal protocol and the royal dress code is actually to say, you know, we are someone to aspire to, of respectability. You know, we are for the public to aspire to, and to kind of like respect and copy in a way. So they don't want people to not respect them and look up to them as you know, as people, you know, who stand for Great Britain, you know, who stand for Great Britain and the heads of state here. And good morning, everybody. It's afternoon here, but wherever you are, good morning. So yeah, it's a little bit of a subject here, because I'm saying about Meghan is adamant to tear up this rule book, and I get Harry is waiting for her next decision, which is a little bit worrying. And I feel if Meghan talks with Harry and says, you know, why do they do this? Because it's way out of date. You know, why do they walk around very mumsy and frumpy and with hats on? You know, and you know what? Why don't they? It is so out of date. Why can't we just be who we are authentically? And many of you may agree with that. Many of you may agree with that, but it's just courtesy, it's respect. And I mean, would Donald Trump walk around with flip-flops on, or without a suit? I don't think so, you know. So it is to show that well, as well as the Prime Minister would not walk about without some kind of smart female suit on, you know. So it's all about gaining that respect, which I feel that Meghan wants to, you know, all this monarchy that's been built up here, this kind of respect for the monarchy. What is is Meghan trying to tear that down? Why would she want to destroy that? And maybe somebody has got some answers there, because I also get that she doesn't eat. Meghan doesn't eat. And that, you know, I really don't know what that's about, but she is having a child and, you know, she needs to eat as well. I don't know why that came in here. Yeah, so hello everyone, how are you? Hello April, nice to see you. Hello Maria, hello Kenneth, and hello Doris. Yeah, this is live, so I don't normally come on live, so it's a very kind of special treat for you guys, but I'm not sure. Most of you will be working, I know, and so this is very much why does she want to tear up this rule book here? Because as I said earlier, that I did in the summertime. I did a video on the true colours. The true colours will come out, and the true colours are starting to come out, guys. And I feel that that reading that I did was very kind of on point. So this is going to, I feel this is going to get worse, because why? Because they have been taken from Kensington Palace to this Frogmore cottage. And it's the Queen. I also get Camilla. Camilla's quite happy to be with the old-fashioned traditions. And she hates it when she sees Meghan going against the traditions. So I have Camilla, the Queen, Prince Charles, William. I don't feel William is too kind of fond of her. I feel he feels that she's vulgar in many ways. And so does Camilla. I feel now that William is actually protecting Kate and his children from this her wanting to change things. And I feel this is partly because of this split, because Harry does what Meghan says. If Meghan makes a decision, Meghan will make a decision, and Harry will go to the Queen or Charles to discuss this. Okay. There's been lots of discussions of actually enhancing the royal family by becoming more kind of modern. But when you say modern, what do you mean by modern? Because is it like trying to bring people down to earth here, to be like their people? I feel Harry is very happy to do that, but when it comes to the future king, William is not happy. I feel William is being molded into, into being this person who is not a pushover, and also being molded into somebody who can be, who young men can actually aspire to. So, well, I do get there's no meltdowns here with Meghan. Okay, there is absolutely no meltdowns, because I get that she tried to, and I'm not bashing Meghan here, but I feel that her kind of wanting to see actually Kate melt down instead of her, and that was her projecting herself onto Kate. Okay, and I feel that's where Kate is not happy with this, not happy at all with this, and she finds it quite upsetting. Okay, and I could go on here. It's a complete mess. It is a complete mess, and the royal family know this. They know this is a complete mess. This person, Meghan saw Kate as a pushover, made her cry. and actually triumphed over that, because she felt that she could easily get Kate to have a meltdown. But is Meghan going to have a meltdown? Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. This is part of her plan of being outspoken, of having her political beliefs being outspoken, and you know, she wants to knock off that tiara. That's how she feels with Kate. You know, Kate is allowed to wear that tiara, Princess Diana's tiara. Now, I do feel that the Queen knows there's now this kind of rivalry between them both. And this recently, this state dinner or whatever this occasion was, she allowed Kate to wear Princess Diana's tiara, and Kate wore it very proudly, and you know, it is saying, yes, Diana, you are with us, your memory is here. Okay, but I just feel that Meghan would have loved to have knocked off that, you know, knocked off that tiara from Kate, because she felt so angry that she could not have the tiara that she wanted on her wedding day. I mean, oh, I get very challenging, very demanding, and this is, you know, the staff that are leaving. I feel that she's really gone into this situation, although she's learning. I feel that she's learning that she cannot go into a established royal situation like a bull in a china shop kind of thing. Okay. I think it's too late for that, because she's already done that. Okay, she's already done that. She won't even let Harry anywhere near Kate. I don't know what that's about. There's jealousy there, because Kate and Harry have a soulmate connection. More of a soulmate connection. Kate is in love with William, but she has a soulmate connection with Harry, and that's different. Okay. Wow, I could go on and on about this, guys. I really could. But I do feel intuitively she's trying to separate, but by trying to separate, she has to separate William from Harry to actually separate her from Kate, and Harry from Kate. It's all a bit kind of bizarre. She's very changeable. She's very demanding. And she's got a lot of spirit, has Meghan. In the right environment, she's got an amazing kind of dynamic spirit. And I feel this is what she wants to do. She wants to change the royal family to be this dynamic kind of, you know, energy, instead of this demure kind of energy. But you only get that when you're talking about a presidency like Donald Trump, you know, like Donald Trump being very dynamic and forthright with what he's saying, and being very kind of John Bull kind of thing. I don't feel she gets the concept of the royal family, and there's no way, because I feel this tearing up the rule book here is literally saying, you know, you should be more like Donald Trump, because, you know, that's the way to go. I mean, there's no way that the royal family are going to bully them their way into you know, into the public's kind of favors. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I do get this. I do get this kind of trying to change the dynamics, trying to tear up this rule book, and Harry listening to all of this. Okay, Harry is listening to her, and week Charles is very weak and he's listening to her, and you've got Kate. I mean, William is clever, okay, and he can see this, but he's still being demure over this and diplomatic. And it kind to Meghan, this is seen as a weakness. Okay, you're being very demure and you're being very kind of diplomatic, but I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be like that. I'm like this, and I'm going to be like this, you know. So there's no way that she'd have a meltdown. Absolutely not. Would Harry have a meltdown? I think he would be emotionally controlled, I feel. Oh, this is a mess, guys. I have to say this because I just want to share how I feel here. This is a complete mess. The royal family feel it's a complete mess. I also get that Meghan wants to keep her Hollywood status. That's coming up too. She wants to keep that Hollywood status. She's got, you know, she's got Hollywood friends, A-listers that make her kind of bigger up a bit here, you know, like George Clooney and Amel, and so they kind of bigger up. So she's not going to give that up. She wants those people around her, those Hollywood giant kind of people, and it makes her look big. It makes her look big. Okay. I feel that William is very protective of Kate because he doesn't like the idea of his wife actually crying in this fitting room and being made to cry in front of Charlotte. And I think George was there too. So I feel that they were very worried about Mummy crying. So I feel that I just feel that William just does not like Meghan at all, to be honest with you, because of that. I don't feel you'll ever see them look at each other. I feel he can see his wife came home and he told William all about the day, and he was absolutely appalled by this. So he doesn't like her whatsoever at all. I'm getting he doesn't like her at all. And he feels for Harry, okay, that Harry is quite weak and he will follow. Harry is head over heels in love, okay, with Meghan, absolutely. And there's nothing that William can do here. I do feel as well that Meghan did try this image, okay, of taking on an English accent. She did try to mimic Kate. I think Kate gave her some good advice of how to be demure, how to be, as Meghan would put it, how to be frumpy, how to turn on the humbleness. And I just feel Meghan tried that for a while, okay. Meghan tried it for a while, and she just couldn't help herself, okay. She just took the mickey out of it, okay. She took the mickey out of it. I'm not going to swear that, but she took the mickey out of it in the end, because again, I get jealousy towards Kate. I feel really she was taking the mickey out of Kate when she was going opposing this demure kind of frumpiness here. So the Queen actually saw this, and the Queen actually, you know, told her many times through her staff, you know, the PA, that she needs to be more traditional. And this is why they fell out, you know, because then Harry would say, Meghan has what Meghan gets, okay, wants, and nobody's going to tell Meghan what to do or what to wear. So there is all this here of this frumpy Kate, and she doesn't want to be like frumpy Kate. You know, who wants to dress like a grandma kind of thing? So this leaked through. This actually leaked through her true colours. And I want you to go back, guys, to that true colours, okay, which I did in June, well before this. I predicted this coming. So go and have a look at that if you're interested in that. She wants to rewrite history, Meghan. She wants to rewrite history. She wants to step into this like a big corporation, like a director, and change all the dynamics. And that's what I'm getting here. And this is what she tried to do. And Charles is saying, well, it's good for the monarchy, and you know, we need to modernize the monarchy. So Meghan has taken that and used that. Oh, Charles wants to modernize the monarchy. So this is where these no hosiery, the bare legs, the no bras, and all this came into play here. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do what Charles wants here. I'm going to modernize the monarchy because Charles said so. And he's kind of got my back because we've got this special kind of bond here. Okay. And in Samantha's book, there is something like this coming up. I'm not promoting her book, but I'm sure she'll be pleased about me actually, you know, putting kind of mentioning her book. But in the book, there is this kind of her true colours of controlling and having to be, you know, having to be in control of everybody here. She's trying to rewrite history. That's what I'm getting. And Charles is quite willing to let her do it. She will rewrite everybody's roles, how they should behave. And she feels that everybody should be treated equally within the royal family. That's Kate, her, William, Harry, all the rest of them. But that means that each of them get the same budget. If they all get treated equally, then they all get the same budget, don't they? I feel this comes into rewriting this history. And I feel, hello, bonjour. And I feel that, I actually feel that this is what I'm picking up, okay? I feel this is ridiculous. This is where the tensions are coming from. This is why they've been sent to Frogmore Cottage. And that was like a big symbol from the Queen to say, you go where you belong. You get what you are given. I feel the Queen has said this many times. You'll get what you're given, what we give you, not what you demands. Okay. Oh, it's not acceptable, guys. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Hello from Switzerland there. Thank you for joining me. It's not acceptable, okay, at all. And you know, what do you feel about this, guys? Because it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable from William. It's not acceptable from Kate. It's not acceptable. Some of the things as well could be interpreted to, and I don't want to bring this in because people are going to say that I'm racist, and I'm not. But dressing, you know, there is this kind of the terrorists, you know, the terrorists, Iran, Iraq, are all going to be all for Meghan. I mean, why? Because she supports this kind of these groups, and I'm not saying terrorist groups, but it kind of a little bit comes across like that, and that sometimes is a little bit insulting to the people that have been hit in kind of terrorist attacks, and I won't go through that, but this will come in the future. This headdress, this I don't know, there's a headdress here that covers the nose as well, which I feel she will even go to that measure of wearing like something that covers the nose, so she's greeted by these women. That's not going to go down too well. I feel that I feel that Meghan is trying to make out that it's an innocent act of meeting these women, of these groups, but it's not. It's going to be unacceptable. That's what I'm getting. I get That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I feel as well she's writing her own speeches. She's writing her own plans here of who she needs to visit. It's not really thought through properly. It's not really thought through properly. A burqa, I don't know, but I do get something like covering her nose up. And this is like it's not good. I'm getting this in the future. It's not good, okay? And this is another kind of slap in the face in terms of the royal family and this kind of rules and regulations here. Rules and regulations. And I hear her saying, no more demure, Meghan. No more demure from Meghan. That's finished with. I'm not doing that again. Okay, I get that. I also get male kind of designers as well, that there's a masculine edge to her clothes. She is also supporter of feminism too, which is that acceptable? Can somebody in the royal family have such kind of views of being a raging feminist? Would that make her, yes, she will be popular too. I don't know. I don't want to bring up lesbianism here or anything like that. Okay. But there is this unacceptability in this. And lesbians, not all lesbians are feminists, okay. What is this about? Having to rewrite this rule book here, which is getting out of control, actually. Thank you for that donation. Thank you so much. That will help my channel tremendously. Thank you. Thank you. High heels sneakers baby. Thank you. Yeah, this session here is about this ripping up the rule book. Now, I feel this is more serious than actual, and the royals are keeping an eye on this. Okay, they are keeping an eye on this. Does Harry like Frogmore high heeled? He knows about it. It's like being sent to Coventry, if you've heard of that saying. It's like being sent to Coventry. Does he like it? He knows that people go there that are kind of, they want out of the way. And I'm getting that people are sent there, and it's haunted. It's haunted. It's spooky, okay. And it's in the middle of nowhere. And it's not the actual house, it's the cottage, okay. And it's spooky, it's eerie, and it's surrounded by a burial ground, okay. And it's got tombs and the mausoleum and tombs and gravestones on the doorstep. So I don't know, would you like to live there? The place is dilapidated. It will need a number of millions spending on it. I don't feel the Queen's going to fork out for that either, although it is it's been to loan to them. So maybe this Frogmore cottage does actually need renovating. So thinking, well, we can kill two birds with one stone here by renovating this beautiful cottage for historical reasons, and Harry and Meghan can use that cottage Okay. Yes, I feel as well, Doris, that the Queen looks steely these days. In fact, I am picking this energy up, and I'm sure you can notice this. And the energies that I'm pulling in here, and I'm sure you can notice this about me, that actually me here is acting very, very steely. And I feel this is how the royal family are projecting towards Meghan now. They are starting to be very, very acting like the crown, okay, the crown, the queen, the king, the future king. The only person that isn't is Charles. He's a little bit weak, is Charles. When he sees he does like that dark-skinned kind of female. He finds it exotic, and Meghan being very beautiful will actually flash her false kind of eyelashes at him, and he will be butter. He would be like Harry. He would melt because he does have this taste for dark women. I don't know, in his past, I think he's had African girlfriends. He found them very alluring. I feel that's why he's quite accepting of Meghan, because he finds African women very, very attractive. Their bone structure, and I don't know why I'm getting that, but I get that. And I get like Ghanaian women. He likes that Ghanaian kind of strong kind of cheekbones and bone structure, and tall, and very kind of black skin, and he adores that look. So Meghan coming into this is very kind of, it's kind of playing on Prince Charles's, what he's attracted to, okay. And Meghan is very, very attractive. She's very beautiful, there's no doubt about it. Her eyes are very mesmerizing. She's got very dark black eyes, which, again, Prince Charles loves that kind of very dark brown eyes. He finds it mesmerizing, okay. So there is this, she can actually soften Charles. She's already worked on that aura. I get an aura, I don't know. I get she's got this aura that she knows that Prince Charles likes. Okay, whatever that is, I get an aura. So nothing's going to stop Meghan. And I go and look at what I put about that. Back in May, I said that she is going to, the true colours will come out, and this is exactly what I predicted. Okay. She is the star of her own movie. And she's becoming this diva. I will get my own staff. I will get my own staff, and they will do what I want to do. And I'm not going to take advice from any of these royal courtiers. They can, they can get lost kind of thing, this kind of attitude. I will get my own staff here. I will bring them with me. I will take them to the United States. I will take them wherever I go, and they will do what I say. I don't want any back talk from any of my staff, and I get that. So she is the star of her own kind of movie here, and she's going to demand here. Did you ever see that Joan Crawford, Mommy Dearest, or Joan Crawford, that I forget that film, or that series that was on, and Joan Crawford was very, very, very demanding. I get that kind of thing from her. I feel because Meghan started off in very kind of humble, from a very humble background, the same as like Joan Crawford. And so there is this like, I am the star of my show here. Nobody's going to stop me, and all of that. Nobody's going to stop me. Yeah, baby Jane, yeah. And yeah, it was yeah, those two actresses, wasn't it? Anyway, I get this demanding kind of diva, that the royals are just going to have enough of her, to be honest. And Harry, what's going to happen to Harry? He's going to be a pushover, and he is going to, you know, he's going to be dominated by Meghan. And it's another scenario here of you know, Edward and Mrs. Simpson. I feel he's going to be dominated by Meghan. I feel as soon as Harry starts to talk, she will talk over him. Okay, she's now got this knack, and this knack is going to get worse. Okay, I get that she will start to talk over him. As soon as he starts a sentence, she's going to start to talk over him, like, you know, like I am going to speak for you. Okay, and I get this divaness, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't think the royal family like it either. Are the royals going to accept her? I think they have to accept her, because they have to look after Harry. Okay, we have to look after Harry, no matter what. And but I do get this true colours coming out here. She's already ripping up that rule book. I want my own staff. We're not staying in this cow shed here. I get cow shed here out in Frogmore Cottage. We're not staying in this cow shed here, and we're not having this. We're going to get our own house, our own place. I did get a big place out in the countryside somewhere. Oh, great big place, like a mansion, you know, and I don't know how many millions that's going to cost. I feel there's also, they're going to open it to the public. That is going to come further down the line. They are going to open that up to the public to actually pay for this place, either the gardens or the house. Okay, it's a big is it Melandering? I'm getting Melandering. It's a big Melandering place. It's quite big, on like acres of land. I get this is going to get way out of control. She's going to make a lot of people cry. I feel she may even make Harry cry. I feel she's looking for that weakness in Harry, and she'll make him cry. She'll make him cry. There is this kind of trauma bond here between them two, and it feels like a soulmate connection. Okay. Anyway, guys, oh gosh, I don't really know where to go with this, because this sounds really horrible, and I know I'm going to get lots of trolls disagreeing with this, but she talks very neglectful. She talks very neglectful of the royal family to others. But there's no witness, you see. When there's no witness around, she talks very neglectful. Why does she do that? If there's two people in a room and there's no witnesses, there's no CCTV cameras, if it's a member of staff, she'll talk to them very kind of neglectful. I get neglectful. She talks to them like they are garbage. And she will do it without any kind of witness, and she will do it with Kate. She won't do it to William. She won't do it to the people that are important. She will do it to people she wants out of the way, and that is staff, and that is Kate, and she may say it to the children too. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I have to leave it there, and please understand that this is an intuitive reading. I don't like the feeling here at all. And I am not being anti-Meghan. And this is not fact, by the way. It is an intuitive energy reading. And you either believe it or you don't believe it. That's entirely up to you, okay? Now, please put your likes, shares, your thumbs up, please, to help my channel. And also, if anybody wants to donate to my channel, be a great help too. And I want to say to everybody, when this happens, don't be surprised, okay? Don't be surprised when this happens, when they get this great big, I think, you know, like Madonna, when they got that great big house, but I don't think Meghan has got the money like Madonna. But, you know, she's got herself an English gentleman. I don't feel, you know, I don't see them divorcing yet, but I don't see this lasting many years. A little bit like Madonna, although she will come out of this with two children and a stash of money and possibly a great big house. Okay. Lord and Lady of the Manor. I got that just then. Lord and Lady of the Manor. And this is the way, not Kate, this is the way the Duchess and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And it is going to be all the trappings of the Lord and Lady of the Manor. And she will behave like the Lady of the Manor too. She will get what she wants. She will dictate her own rules. And nobody's going to stop her. Nobody will stop her. Okay? And that's the way it is. I'm going to leave it there, guys. So just to remind you, this is an intuitive reading. It's not fact. It's not fake news or anything like that. You believe it if you believe it. If you don't believe it, then that's entirely up to you. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. If you are a Meghan lover and you feel this is racist, I've put no racist comments here whatsoever. In fact, I have said that Prince Charles finds you know, African women very alluring. So that is not racist, okay? You are welcome to put your comments, but if they are rude, they will be taken off, okay? If I get any kind of comments that say I should be ashamed of myself, then you won't be able to see my channel. I will block you, okay? Because as I've said, it's not fact, it is an intuitive reading. But if you go back to my readings in May and June, some of these, well, I feel most of it has actually come to light, especially the true colours, okay? So I'm going to say, guys, sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Have a great Christmas, okay? I will be back on live soon. Please put your comments down below if you're doing catch up, okay? Put your comments down below, put your thumbs up, share this video, and would help, okay? And any donations would help too. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and thank you so much, guys, for following me. And please watch out for more videos, okay? It's very rare that I